Alright folks, welcome to Tim's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making baby food. I'm going to do peas first because he's getting hungry and that's what he's having for dinner tonight. So, baby food is super simple. No reason to buy it. It says organic and fresh, but whatever. It was made in a factory, bottled, you don't know what's really in there. And it's super cheap, super easy. I just got a bag of sweet peas and I'm going to measure it out. Like I said, I cook all of my vegetables in the microwave because that is the healthiest way to do it. And you're going to retain more nutrients in the microwave than steaming them, and definitely more than boiling them. So if you're doing veggies, try it in the microwave. You'll be surprised. So for baby food, a cup of peas mixed with a quarter cup of water is going to make about 8 ounces. He's been eating about 2 ounces at a time, so I'm going to just stick with that. I am using a baby bullet. You can use whatever you have, a blender. Ninja, I believe, is the makers of the baby bullet, so if you have the Ninja, that'll work. A food processor, that'll work. You can even mash them by hand. I have somewhere a bowl with a little hand masher. I ordered these on Amazon. Jarvis and George. You can get a set of 12 of them for around $30. That's not bad for glass because they're glass with silicone lids that are microwave safe and dishwasher safe. So that's really cool. And then once you pull these out of the freezer, put it in the fridge. Once it's time to eat, it's literally like 15 or 20 seconds in the microwave to heat this up and get ready for him to eat. So to double the recipe. And to get some other baby food ready, because I got the baby bullet out and everything, I might as well just make a bunch of baby food. I bought a bunch of stuff the other day, so we're going to do 2 fruits and 2 vegetables. I got the peas going right now. You can hear him in the background getting a little hungry back there. So we're going to do apples, pears. Hopefully he likes peas. My wife does not like peas, and so I don't get to cook with him very often, which is a shame because peas are delicious. So I'm going to get this stuff ready to go while that's heating up. I'm going to grab my knife. And then once I get these posted online, I'd appreciate if anybody has any comments or suggestions, constructive criticism. Everybody has a different way of doing things. I'm sure people are going to not like the way I do something, or really like the way I do something. Heck, I don't know. I mean, all of these. And you can peel them while they're still whole. You can use a vegetable peeler, however you want to do it. And just make it a little bit easier for the baby bullet to grind those up. I'm going to cut them up as well. I only made a couple of kinds of baby food so far, but I mean, it's like anything else, you know. It's actually easier. If only our food was that easy. Just one item, microwave it, and blend it. You're done. Hopefully when he gets older, here in a little bit, he's about 5 months old almost. A couple more months I'll be able to just throw whatever I'm making in, well, not everything. Throw it into this bullet and he can eat what we're eating. Baby food for a couple weeks now. Started out with like 1 ounce and then up to 2 ounces. Yesterday he was super hungry, so he ate 2 ounces of carrots, and then I had to make 2 ounces of oatmeal right after that because he was so hungry. So I was thinking about filling these jars up because they're 4-ounce jars and see how that goes. I have enough here to do it, and it's not like it's a big deal if he doesn't eat it. You know, I'll just throw it away. You don't want to, unless you divide it and put it into something else. If he's touched it and you put it back into the jar like you're feeding him out, you never want to save it. Get bacteria growing in there. Sounds like the peas are done. We're going to go grab those and blend them up real quick because My wife's in the shower, and as soon as she gets out, she is going to feed him. So I gotta have something for her to give him. So the baby bullet comes with a couple different blades on there, or blades you can put on there. You have the blender blade, and then you have the milling blade. So you can actually make your own rice cereal, oat cereal, whatever you want there. It comes with a baby bullet book, right? Or the baby bullet comes with a book that has recipes in there. And I pretty much just follow those, except for some of them. Like the one for bananas says to add water. Well, you don't want to add water to bananas because they're pretty soupy anyway. So I did not add any water when I made bananas. I actually added a little, just like maybe an eighth of a teaspoon of lemon juice actually to keep it from turning on me. So it said to add a 1/4 cup per batch, and I got 2 batches there, so we're going to do 1/2 cup water. And I have a filtration system on my water for the whole house, so I just go straight out of the tap. If you want, you can use bottled water or whatever. So we're going to have the water, the peas, the lid, because if you don't put the lid on there, it's going to go everywhere. And there's 2 methods, the pulse and the shake method. So I pulse it, and then you shake it, kind of get it all up in there. I'm going to pull that off actually and check this out. Come on, wherever you are. This cute little spatula that comes with the baby bullet. So these are not quite ground up enough. He's not old enough to have any sort of chunks in there whatsoever. So just going to kind of just get all the stuff that shot up in the top there out. Put it back down in there. And blend away. And I do have a full-size KitchenAid food processor and a big Ninja and a blender, but baby food, I mean, you don't want that big thing to have to clean. So, and you can hear him over there. He's like, "Where's my food, Dad?" So, oh yeah. A little bit more. I just want to make it's probably done, but I just don't want them to choke. And you can lock it in there if you just twist it and turn. So then you can look at it. It's done. It's good and blended. Boom. I'm gonna go with the green lids for the peas because why not? It matches, right? And I don't really need to measure. They have little measuring increments on the side here. You don't have to line up to 2, but if you fill it to the top, then you've got 4. So we'll go about right there. Don't worry about making a mess. And it's already warm. Alright, dude. So I'm just gonna take this over to the table so that she can feed them when she gets out. So these actually come with a little pen marker. You can just write right on the top of it, and then they clean off with warm water. They say to only do 1 thing a week, but 3 days is enough. I mean, if they're allergic to something, you're going to find out pretty soon. A lot of these, any fruit that you would cut up at home and it would turn brown, bananas, pears, apples, just put a little bit, and if you do it at home too, like for your kids, if you cut up your apples like this, you ever, like McDonald's, you go there and you get the Happy Meal. I don't, but if you do, you get the apples, they're not brown because they actually coat them in a little bit of citrus juice. So if you just add a little bit of lemon and or lime, probably lemon juice, to these, then it will keep them from turning brown. What I do when I put it in lunches is I'll cut them up and just put a little bit of lemon juice in there and shake them up, and then it coats them all. So you can keep them cut like this and still cut them, and they're not going to turn. So that way, if your kids don't like getting whole fruit in their lunch, or check out the tray there. And if you don't need a lot, I mean, you can't even really taste the lemon on there. Just a little bit, So, now I have not yet had to cook apples for baby food yet, but let's try like 4 minutes, because the peas were frozen, so need a little bit more time there. Actually, we'll try 3 minutes. I'll let you know what happens. All right. No, he's not. You're trying to get them to not like peas, lady.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. It's conspiracy, folks. My wife is biased. She hates peas and she thinks everybody should too. Yeah, you tell her, dude. Not gonna happen. Your taste buds change every 7 years, so stuff that you didn't used to like, keep giving it a try. See, we're almost done with the baby food. For those of you at home that say, well, I don't have time to make baby food. It takes less time to make baby food than it does to go to the store and buy it. Just buy the vegetables when you buy your own, and then when you're making dinner, just whip it up. Right back, I'm gonna grab the apples and throw the pears in. See, there's some juice in there. I'm gonna say that's about 1/4 of a cup, which is what it says to add to it for 1 apple. Right there and see what happens. And 3 minutes seem to be enough on those. Pears are a lot softer, so I'm gonna give them 2 minutes and see how they do. The best thing about doing these vlogs is I talk to myself anyway, so this way it seems like I'm not crazy. Those blended up really well, so with just the steam that the apples created themselves, no water. I'm not adding any water. I am going to add, I'm just going to cut this in half. Half again. And then I'm not even going to squeeze this whole thing in here. I'm going to use part of this for the pears too, because I don't want to add a bunch of lemon juice. I just wanted to keep it from turning. So squeeze half that in there. I'll just put my hand there in case there happens to be a seed. I don't want to blend it up in there. And done. And I think I'm only going to get 2 out of there. So man, that's, apples don't make quite as much. 2 pears, liquid for